Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here again. I told you that I was going to do two videos, and I'm actually getting two videos done. The first video encompassed three fragrances, all from the house of Coach. Their new series called Leatherwear. I'm telling you now, go check it out. It's very, 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 very good. Coach has done an excellent job. I think each of those bottles are purchasable. My favorites are obviously 1 and 3. If you've seen that video. And I flip between 3 and 1. 1's a bit more versatile. 3 has a bit more working with it, a bit more character. 1 sort of has a generic feel to. Well, you know, when you smell it, you would have smelled something like it, but it is top shelf stuff. Very excellent job. They did a really good job, and I am very proud of that house. It has really rekindled. I mean, lately it's just sort of rekindled my designer sort of non $300 bottle interest, because a lot of houses are doing some pretty good things. So with that said, listen, let me tell you this before you go. Hopefully you watch the video before you watch the title. I'm sure you won't. Don't stop. All right, listen, don't stop. Don't stop the video and ignore me or blow me off or think I'm a lunatic. But this one comes from the house of Bath and Body Works. Listen to me. This is by far, I'm talking about light years in distance, the best Bath and Body Works fragrance that they've released for men, and by far the best that they've released in a long time to me. There's two fragrances actually, so I went for two fragrances. The other one is called something vanilla rum. It's for women, and I said, well, I like the notes, so I was going to check it out. That one seems to be a bit more feminine for me, so I don't know if I can pull that one off. But I did. A lady happens to tell me, say, oh, hey, by the way, we have this new fragrance, and it's called Midnight for Men. So there's already a Midnight for Women, I believe, or maybe it's just called Midnight, and now they've released one called Midnight for Men. So go on Fragrantica and check out Bath and Body Works Midnight for Men. With that said, let's get right into it. Here are the notes. In the top, you have bergamot, spices. You have black pepper, and you also have lemon. I believe that's lemon. Yep. So that's what you have in the top: bergamot, spices, black pepper, and lemon. In the heart, you have blue sage, you have nutmeg, and you have ginger. And in the base, where this really gets interesting, is you have caramel, patchouli, woody notes, and leather. Let me start off by telling you this. Put caramel at the top of this note breakdown. So caramel is a dominant note in this fragrance. Also, next, let's put spices in there, and finally, let's put some citruses there. There's also some patchouli and leather sort of work in it, but that's really at the base. And it's, I would argue that it's sort of like the base of Fan de Fendi Pour Homme along that line. So let's move right into it. This fragrance is terrific. Let me tell you this. I'm actually going to go online and buy like the $54 set. It is that good. So I want to try the soap and the lotion and everything. I want this to like encompass me. The caramel note in this is mouth-watering. Like you want to literally like bite your arm. But the spices and the citrus notes prevent it from being like, Bath and Body Works girly candy, sort of the, it takes away the where it could have went. So Bath and Body Works could have went and just really candified this and just made it, something that, teenage. They could have made it juvenile. So let me say that. They could have went and made this fragrance juvenile, but the spicy notes, maybe some of the ginger and some other stuff, oh my gosh, this is a terrific fragrance. Like the caramel is sort of like a melty, mouth-watering caramel. The spice note in this is terrific. Sort of reminded me of Maharis, right? If you ever smell that spicy component of Maharis, that's what this one smells like. And then you have the citrus notes, giving it the tangy, soury, sourness. This was really like when I smelled this fragrance, I would have thought this was something Bond would have done. Like it is that good. Like if I put this on a test card and I lined it up with 6 other niche fragrance houses, you would swear that this was just as expensive as anything I've laid out. Um, um, the woody component to it sticks around. The spicy component sort of supports the fragrance, but it's this caramel and these citruses that just work in harmony that makes this fragrance just a very very good fragrance. Like I'm telling you now, I'm not trying to hype this or oversell it. I mean, it is just for the price point of like $34. This is by far one of the best $34 fragrances. Like I'll put this fragrance in the same surprise component that I would probably put is not as classy. I mean, it's hard to compare anything to the 24 cent story, but from a pure deal perspective, this would be like, I think if anybody who buys this, you know, Cody, the rest of these, reviewers, I think they would put this in their top. What's my man out of Cali? All these guys. I think you guys will put this in like your top. Coach Rob. Like Coach Rob, who I really want to smell this is I want Coach Rob to go smell it. I want Greg Boy to go smell it. Like I'm telling you guys, you go smell this, man, and you're gonna be blown away by it. Because a lot of us, we still reach for the occasional cheapie. This is going to be on your top cheapie list for a long, long time. And this is by far Bath and Body Works. And the Dark Amber and Paris and a lot of those other ones were pretty good. No, 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 no. They put their foot down and have made a stake in the fragrance market for men with this fragrance. Again, spicy. Here, think of it this way: caramel, spices, citruses, and a tad bit of woodiness to support it. That's how you define this fragrance. The longevity on it seems pretty good. I don't think the longevity is as good as that vanilla rum one for women. And also, let me tell you even this, I'll even challenge you to smell the Midnight for Women. Put that on and see what that one's like, because that one's actually sort of unisex. A bit more on the feminine side than this one because of the patchouli and the leather notes and the spices in this one. This is a lot more spicy and a lot more woody than the women's version. But the women's version is still something you can go smell. And you may be impressed by it. So, again, this is Lionel. This is Midnight for Men. I don't know if it's in stores yet. You may be able to get a sample bottle in stores. I've seen it moving on eBay for around $27. But you could definitely get the whole set online. If you buy 3 now, you spend $54. I would also challenge you to go pick up like the Dark Amber fragrance. And because that's a really good one too. But this one, Dark Amber sort of smells like a Bath and Body Works fragrance. Dark Amber does. This one smells like something released by a really good house, and the caramel notes again sort of pushes it into the niche category, because I've yet to see a caramel note in any designer fragrances on the shelf. So Bath and Body Works took a really good risk with this one, and I think it paid off. So hats off to the perfume, hats off to Bath and Body Works. Guys, go check this one out. It is well worth it. It is a beautiful, if you like gourmands like I do, you run to the store and smell it, and you may leave with a bottle immediately. So it's sort of linear. It doesn't really have a lot of transition. It just, the depth stays there. It keeps being supportive. So with that, that's Lionel, and I'm out. Peace.